Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Usikum wa iyaya awalan bittaqullah faqad faza muttaqin. Faqad fazal muttaqin. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. InshaAllah, brothers and sisters, for those who are still following our class about Al-Barzakh, concerning about our future, let us begin our day with the morning invocation and the dua that the Prophet recommended us to recite. The invocation that was recommended by our Prophet ﷺ. I will recite slowly, like normal. Every Saturday, Sunday, I always start with an invocation. We hope those who are following this program will also try your level best from your side with your family, children, to recite this beautiful dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nusyur. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دين وبمحمد النبي. اللهم زدني علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلبي على دينك وعلى طاعتك. اللهم أدخلنا جنتك. اللهم أدخلنا جنتك. اللهم أدخلنا الجنة وجنة من النار وجنة من النار وجنة من النار. أعوذ بكلمة الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمة الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمة الله التامات من شر ما خلق. اللهم اختم لنا بالحسن الخاتمة ولا تختم علينا بالسوء الخاتمة. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين يا رب العالمين. Brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ loved to do something even is little, but continuity. You do it continuously. Istiqamah. This is why we always start our zikr, our dua before our class. Because we need to remind ourselves and make it as a habit that we have to be connected to Allah constantly. Not just once in a blue moon. Not only when we are in a bad time, bad shape, then we talk to Allah. We remember Him while standing, while sitting down, while lying down, wherever we are. By doing that, Allah will remember us. The beauty of remembering Allah is to stay connected with Him and also to try to develop our love, our iman, our faith to Allah Almighty, who created all of us, provide for all of us, care for all of us, love all of us, more than we love ourselves, more than our parents that have loved us so much. So he always reminds us, "Faskuruni askurukum." Remember him, he will remember us. But when we develop the connection, the love to Allah Almighty, you will come to a time when Allah accepted our love. How do Allah accept our love? It's like how you're trying to win the love of somebody, then suddenly they accept your love. Alhamdulillah. Now, Allah's put a condition. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Allah command His messenger, Prophet Muhammad SAW, who was sent as a mercy, rahmatullahi, to all of us, whether Arab, non-Arab, black, white, Asian, European. Prophet Muhammad SAW is the last messenger of Allah to you and to me. Allah said to him, "Qul," say, O Muhammad, to the people who claim that they love Allah. It's so easy for us to say, "I love Allah." But you have to prove to Allah. You have to be sincere, be committed. So Allah said to His messenger, "Qul in kuntum tuhibbun Allah." Say to those who say that they love me, Allah, fattabi'uni. Condition. You have to follow the messengers of Allah. You have to follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. If you say, "I love Allah," I ignore the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, that love will not be accepted. It's a condition that Allah put through all of us. It's a test. You say you love him, he said, "Follow my prophet, my messenger, Prophet Muhammad SAW. Yuhbibkum Allah, then only I will love you." So nobody can attain the love of Allah until he follow the sunnah of the Prophet SAW. And that's why we are reciting all this prayer in the morning, is to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, seek Allah's protection, maximum protection, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there to protect all of us from all the viruses, especially COVID-19. And for those who are affected, be patient, reda, and just do what you have to do, what you are instructed to do. Follow the Islamic value, the principle. The Islamic teaching is very simple. When you do not know about anything, ask those who are specialized in that field. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. There's a lot of things that we are not aware of. How to protect ourselves from this COVID-19. We have no idea. But we have been instructed by the authority, by doctors, to stay at home. Example, keep yourself clean. Wash your hands often. Stay away from crowded areas. Just an example. So if you follow the Islamic principle, the Islamic principle is very, very simple and straightforward. If only we follow. There is sami'na wa ata'na. Listen to the instruction carefully and just follow. That's how we can be a good Muslim. Be a good Muslim. We know that in our life, everybody have their own arrogant pride. I don't want to follow. But what do you gain in return? You cause your self-destruction and you cause destruction to others. Just be humble and try your level best. By doing that, brothers and sisters, Allah will be very pleased with us. We ask Allah Rabbul Alameen to cure those who are infected and to strengthen our immunity and to protect all of us. And also in the same time give guidance for all of us to prepare for our departure. We know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in Surah Al-Jum'ah verses 2. Allah said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم هو الذي بعث في أميين رسولا منهم هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. It is He, Allah, the Creator, who has sent among all of us the unlettered, the messenger. A lot of people are ignorant about the ghaibiyah, the unseen, about our future. A lot of us do not know what's going to happen to us after this life, when we die. And when we are in Al-Barzakh, the waiting world. The messenger was sent from themselves as a human. It's easy, a human, talk to him. Reciting to them his ayah. The duty of the messengers is to recite the wahyu, the revelation from Allah to all of us. Purifying them. You see how beautiful the ayah is? This ayah, the Quran, is so sacred. It is a healer. وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ الشِّفَاءُ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It is a healer. It will always bring benefit to those who believe. It purifies your heart, purify your mind so that you think positively. You always have good feeling and good thoughts to Allah. By then, you always develop good feeling and good thoughts towards fellow mankind. Teaching them the book. The Prophet was sent to teach us, to understand what Allah wants us to do in the Quran. And wisdom. The wisdom is the sunnah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. Although they were previously in clear deviation, of course, earlier we all was not guided. We just follow our norm, our tradition, our feeling. Then Allah sent the Prophet and revealed the Quran as a divine guide. Now, we are going back to the book that we are talking about every Sunday, live in Al-Barzakh. I have to recap again what we have learned earlier so that we don't forget about what we have learned earlier. Being human, we are very forgetful, especially in the end of the age. We tend to forget more. The approach of death, brothers and sisters, whether you are ready or not, whether you are poor or you are rich, whether you are strong or you are sick, healthy, and whether you are young or old. The time will come, we will have to go back to Almighty Allah. Death is yaqeen, is certain. No one can escape death. But the beauty of our religion, Islam, is here to show us, to guide us, to prepare our departure. Like when you are traveling, you have to prepare, you have the SOP to check what is the thing that you must bring, your passport, your credit card, where are you going, the address, your clothes, your medicine. All these are something that normally we would do when we know that we are traveling to somewhere. But remember, this travel to Allah is a one-way ticket. When you move, you're not coming home. You're going forward. Traveling to cities, country to countries. You have the intention to come back, come home to your family. But this travel is a one-way ticket. Remember, how should we behave when we are still alive? What should we do? How should we prepare ourselves? Allah and the Prophet have taught us. And if we just follow, we will never regret. The Prophet ﷺ said to us, لا يموتن أحدكم إلا وهو يحسن بالله الظن فإن قوما قد أرضاهم سوء ظنهم بالله سبحانه وتعالى فأصبحوا من الخاسرين. Let no one among you die, depart from this life to the next, except while expect good from Allah, have good feeling, good thoughts with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Husni zan billahi ta'ala. If you have always a good feeling to somebody, everything becomes positive. You'll be happy. Indeed, the Prophet continued by saying, there are people whose expectation of evil from Allah has brought them to self-destruction, make them among the losers. If you don't feel, it is important for you to have this good feeling. You know what you will gain when you meet Allah. You gain nothing except you will regret and become a loser. If you regret now, Alhamdulillah, we still can make changes. But when you are gone, the regret after death has no more value. Too late. Allah Rabbul Alameen keep on reminding us. Why? Because He loves us. It's like our parents who keep on reminding us when we are baby, when we are young, because they love us. They know it's not easy for us to pick up all the good things, but they never give up. But sometimes, as we reach certain age, we thought we know better than our parents. We thought we know better than Allah and our Prophet ﷺ. That is the beginning of our problem. Remember, I was quoting the ayat, when you don't know, you just have to ask. If you don't ask, when somebody is giving you an instruction, and the person who gives you instruction is a person of authority, just listen. Be humble and obey. Everything will move very smooth. It will benefit you, it benefits others. Look what Allah reminds us again about the character that we have, the fitra that is with us. Allah said, وأنفقوا مما رزقناه من قبل أن يأتي أحدكم الموت فيقول ربي لولا أخرتني إلى أجل قريب فأصدق وأكن من الصالحين ولن يؤخر الله نفسا إذا جاء أجلها والله خبير بما تعملون. Surah Munafiqun verses 10 to 11. And O you who believe, spend in Allah's way, contribute, give, donate from what Allah has provided for us before death comes to one of you. When you have the opportunity to change, to be good, to do all the good deeds, do it. When you still have the opportunity to listen and follow instruction, just listen and follow. Be a good person. Before death comes to one of us, and then we will say to God Almighty, look at what is happening. People are coming back to God. Alhamdulillah. But please remember, you must know which God you are calling upon. Don't call the false gods. There's only one true God, the creator of the world, Rabbul Alameen, Allah, who created Adam and Eve, the heaven and the sky and everything. All the prophet was sent to remind us, from Adam to Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to remind people to worship and believe in the true God, Allah Almighty. Today is like the news, the messages that we receive from our handphone. There's a lot of fake news. Anything that you want to believe, you must clarify. You must bayin. You must have some knowledge. Now, when you want to come back to Allah, the true God, you must know who is the true God and call Him. Call Allah. Rabbul Alameen. He will not fail you. But sometimes we just do not know who is the true God. We are confused. We are misguided. We thought power is God. Money is God. Dinar, dirham, gold, silver is my God. You know that. All is not God. See what happened. When we face COVID-19 virus, we are helpless. Then we have to come back to Him. And the true God is Allah. Call upon Him. He will never fail us, brothers and sisters. Just call upon Him. And try your level best to do what He wants you to do. People are praying. They don't know who they're praying to. You just can call upon Allah. O Lord of the heaven and the earth, protect us. O Lord of the world, save us from this calamity. Amen. So Allah said, O you who believe, spend, contribute, donate, do good deeds from what Allah has provided for all of us. Before death will come to one of us, then we say, Oh God, my Lord, if only you would delay me for a brief term, for a while. Just delay, give me some time. I would give charity. Everything I have, I'm going to go donate. I'm going to give for your sake. And be among the righteous people. I will do all the good things that you want me to do. We just beg Allah to spare our life. Give me some time. delay my departure, O Allah. We will say this. But Allah will respond. Never will Allah delay a soul when its time has come. Allah make it very clear, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. Again, the meaning. But never will Allah delay a soul when its time has come. 1 minute will not be delayed, or 1 minute will not be earlier. On the spot, the angel of death will come and pull our soul out. And Allah is aware of what you do. It's not that we are not reminded. We have been reminded again and again by all the prophets. People of knowledge, people who are close to God have reminded us. But we have ear, but we don't hear. We have eye, but we act blind. We have heart, but we are heartless. We just don't care. Me, we thought that we are superheroes. No. We are all servants of Allah, ibadallah. Remember, brothers and sisters, we have a common enemy around us. When the arrival of death, we still have this common enemy who never give up on us. The Prophet ﷺ said from Jabir bin Abdullah, Inna shaytana yahduru ahadakum inda kulli shay'in min sha'nih hatta yahduru inda ta'amih. Indeed, Satan attend you in all your affairs. Satan attend you in all of your affairs, including your eating. Eating is something that we can't stop. The minute we stop eating, drinking, we know where are we heading. One, our provision stop, meaning our time is up. Shaitan is there to disturb us, to make us forget Allah Rabbul Alameen. And we should not forget Allah Rabbul Alameen. The final stance is what counts. Nobody is perfect, brother and sister. We have been so wrong. But remember the beautiful dua that Allah has taught all the prophets. Example, Prophet Adam, Allah taught him a beautiful dua. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Oh Allah, we have wronged ourselves. Forgive us. We know that we are wrong. We have to admit that we have been so bad, so disobedient, so unfaithful, unthankful, ungrateful. We know all this un. So we say to Allah, forgive us. If you don't forgive us, we are sure to end as a loser. Because no one can forgive us except you. This is a beautiful dua. Don't forget this dua. And also, Allah taught Jonah, Yunus alayhi salam, when he was in the belly of the whale, living in 3 levels of darkness. The darkness of the sky, the darkness of the ocean, and the darkness in the belly of the whale. Then Allah taught him another dua, prayer. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. It's so important for us to acknowledge Allah, the true God first. Do not commit shirk. La ilaha illa anta. There's no other gods. except you, O Allah. Subhanallah, glorify Allah. You have to remember that He is the only true God. Call upon Him only. Only you, O Allah. That's how we talk to Him. That we call upon, we worship. Inni kuntu minaz zalimin. Allah loves us who admit, humble ourselves, and acknowledge that we have been sinning so long. We have been so wrong. Don't be stubborn. Don't be arrogant anymore. The sign is there. Everybody have to make prostration. Put the highest part of your body, your forehead, down on the earth. It's known as prostration. And that's why the Muslim is being taught to prostrate to Allah at least minimum 17 units. 5 prayer. Fajr 2, Zohar 4, Asar 4, Maghrib 3, and Isha 4. The number of raka'at is 17 per day and night. But again, brothers and sisters, that what we have said, the final stand is what counts. The government have said that 14 days is going to end. That is for the first wave. Then the government have extended to another 14 to prepare ourselves again. To make sure that we don't give up and give way to the virus. Another 14 days is going to come. Remember, the final stand make a very important decision for all of us. The final stand is that come. When we want to die, of course we have to die. Even we are not ready, we have to go when the time comes. The Prophet ﷺ remind us, Man mata wa huwa ya'lamu annahu la ilaha illallah dakhala jannah. Anyone who dies knowing and acknowledging La ilaha illallah, there is no other gods that is worthy of worship except Him alone, Allah, will enter paradise. Allah. There is the best ending. We are going home. But we are not just going to any home. We are going back to Allah to receive paradise. And that is eternal. Jabir bin Abdullah, the first hadith was from Osman radiallahu anhu. The second hadith is from Abu Dhar and Jabir bin Abdullah and other companions of the Prophet said that Prophet Muhammad have informed all of us, said, Man mata la yushrik billah, Man mata la yushrik billahi shay'a dakhala jannah. Anyone who died joining none with Allah will enter Jannah. That means anyone who died do not commit shirk. Alhamdulillah. We may commit other sins, brothers and sisters, but don't commit shirk. That is the greatest sin. Then Allah said, this is the only sin I will not forgive. Other than that, Allah will forgive us. Mu'az ibn Jabal also reported that the Prophet ﷺ said, Ma min nafsin tamutu wa hiya tashhadu an la ilaha illallah Whoever is following this program, if you are not yet a believer, brother and sister, say it. Follow us by saying La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. You have saved yourself from hellfire. Wa anni Rasulullah yarji'u zalika ila qalbin muqin. Yarji'u zalika ila qalbin muqinin illa ghafarallahu lah. Ghafarallahu laha. No souls die while testifying that there is no true God except Allah, and that I, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the messenger of Allah. With that, issuing from a believing heart, from your heart. It's not just lip service. You must not just say something but you don't believe. It will not count. And Allah knows. It's like the munafiqeen, the hypocrite. What they say is not the same like what is in their heart. When they talk to you, they say, I'm your friend. Deep in your heart, you're my enemy. This is known as the man of two faces, Zul Wajhain, the worst people on earth, known as the ugly one. You have the good, bad, and ugly. So what the Prophet is saying, whoever died, and before that, he said and acknowledged there's none worthy of worship except Allah alone, and that Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and it comes from their heart. They really believe in that, not just lip service. Allah will forgive all his or her past sins. Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. And the Prophet again remind us, Man kana akhiru kalamihi La ilaha illallah. Brother and sister, don't forget La ilaha illallah. Jaddidu imanakum. Strengthen your faith again. Renew your faith. We do believe in so many things, but our belief is not right. So it's time for us to go back to the true belief. Man kana akhiru kalamihi La ilaha illallah. Indal mauti dakhala janna yawman minal dah. Wa in asabahu qabla zalika ma asabah. Anyone who conclusive words at the time of death, La ilaha illallah, will enter Jannah. Sooner or later you enter Jannah. Regardless of what happened to him prior to that. Of course, there are many things happen in our life. So don't forget, those who are positive, found positive in COVID-19, don't give up hope. Still, nothing is too late for you to acknowledge the one true God by saying La ilaha illallah always. May Allah give us a good ending. Or may Allah cure all of it. Because anyhow, we have to die one day. But let us have a good ending. I'm not here to say you are dying. No. We are still working very hard, hoping that Allah Rabbul Almighty will protect us and give us back the life that we have been enjoying, the freedom to move around and look at the creation of Allah. And this time, when Allah gives us another chance, we hope that we will not be ungrateful again to Him. We have to try our level best to stay away from all the bad things. We have to try our best to obey Him in whatever level we can. Brothers and sisters, now We like to remind all the good brothers and sisters who is found positive with COVID-19 to make a lot of zikr, la ilaha illallah, but from your heart, remember, just say la ilaha illallah. Salawat upon the Prophet, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, and ask Allah for the best. Let us continue with the book, Life in Al-Barzakh. Remember the last class, we should be continue on page 188. Under the subtitle, a newly buried person hears his companion's footsteps. But before that, let me bring you back to the ayah of the Quran that we have shared with you last week. Because it's very important for students of knowledge, for Muslims, to understand what Allah really said in His book, the Holy Quran. And how do our Prophet explain it to us? Because no one understands the Quran better than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In Surah Naml, Surah 27, verse 80, I quote again, Surah Naml, Surah 27, verse 80, Allah said, Innaka la tusmi'ul mawta wa la tusmi'us summat du'a iza wallaw mutbirin. Allah is telling us about the reality of life and death. Now Allah is saying, indeed you, O Muhammad, and all of us cannot make the dead hear you anymore. Nor can you make the deaf hear the call while they turn their backs to you. Allah just make it easy for us to understand. When a deaf person is looking at you and you're talking to him, he may try to understand what you are saying based on the movement of your lips. They learn how to pick up what you are trying to say to them. But when they turn away from you, you call them, they won't hear you anymore. They can't respond to you. But then we did talk about there are people in the pitch of Badr that the Prophet was talking to the people who were killed in the battlefield of Badr, the Mushrikeen. And the Prophet said that they hear me. Now, it's very important when Allah said something and the Prophet explained anything why. Remember, to understand the Sunnah of the Prophet is so critical, so that we do not mispresent Islam and start to create a lot of innovation that was not taught in Islam and say this is from Islam. Now, the basic Sunnah of the Prophet, when Allah commands us to follow His Prophet, follow what? Follow His saying, follow His doing, and follow what He agreed upon. Among the three Sunnah, Qawli, His saying, Fi'li, His action, Taqriri, His silence, that He agreed upon. The one that we must follow in general is what He wants us to do. What He says first, not what He does. Why? Because when He says something, means He's ordering us. He is telling us what to do. There is umum, general. Like the ayat that I quote earlier in Surah An-Naml is general. Nothing can erase or abrogate that except what Allah allowed it to happen. Now, the action of the Prophet talking to the people who is in the pit of Badr. those who die fighting against the Muslims. That is khusus, not am. That's why you hadith, sunnah khassa, sunnah am. You must understand, it's just like for the Prophet, wherever they die, they will be buried in that place. They cannot be moved out to another place. The Prophet died in the house of Aisha. He was buried in the house. Not for us. When we die, our body will be buried in the graveyard. That is only for the prophets. Khusus. So please don't misinterpret that we can make the dead hear us. No. We know that exceptional cases may not abrogate the general rule that we cannot make them hear us. Some people used to claim that the Prophet said, "You cannot hear me better than they can." That is only for the Prophet, not for you, not for me, not even for the companions of the Prophet. Like we heard that the prophets heard the torment of the grave. There is only at that particular time, not every time. And the Prophet remind his ummah what to do. Lesson learned. But none of the companions said that we heard that so and so was punished in the grave. No one claimed that. Now today there are some people say that I heard, I hear. And this is what we call fake news. The Prophet ﷺ statement, "You cannot hear me better than they can," as a proof that the dead always hear what happened in this life. This is wrong understanding. This is a wrong understanding. Please remember that. Because it turned the exceptional case, which was a miracle granted only to the Prophet. Not to you, not to me. So please have this understanding. I know there's a lot of confusion sometimes. There's a lot of maybe opinion, but this opinion is not important at all. Anything to do with the unseen world, you must have strong evidence. When this is only for the Prophet, we stop there. Our fear, don't try to understand the way we like to understand. I think, yeah, we also can. No. Into a general case, this is only special for the Prophet. Into a general case conflicting with clear Quran text. Other than that, we don't believe. People can say anything. When there's no clear, authentic evidence, we don't believe. Remember, anything to do with the unseen, we just cannot believe without evidence. We believe in Allah because there's evidence in the Quran and the Sunnah. We believe in the angel, even we can see, because it's in the Quran and the Sunnah. We believe in the books, it's in the Quran and the Sunnah. We believe in all the Prophet because it's written in the Quran and the Sunnah. We believe in the last day because it's in the Quran and Sunnah. We believe in Qada and Qadar. We believe in Barzakh, and all these things is because it's written in the Quran and Sunnah. We believe in hell, we believe in paradise, because it's written there. The continuity of today's class. A newly buried person hears his companion footsteps. Another exceptional case is that the dead people hear the footsteps of his companions as they leave his burial place. We know that our Prophet said, there are three things that will follow the deceased to the graveyard. Ba'ul Mayt Thalasa. فَيَرْجِعْ إِثْنَانِ وَيَبْقَى مَا هُوَ. Three things will follow the deceased to the graveyard. مَالُهُ وَأَهْلُهُ وَعَمَلُهُ. His wealth. Some people want to display whatever award that he received earlier when he was alive. They may want to bring all the medal and display it on the grave. And their loved one, their friend, their companion also will come. Send them, pay them the last respect to the graveyard. And their deeds too were written. All the medal, the award they have to bring home and hang it somewhere and keep it somewhere as a remembrance. Their friend, their loved one, the friend that they spend day and night together will have to return. They are not going to stay there too long. But the one that will be with him, with the dead person, is his or her deeds, amal. That will be loyal to you. That will stay with you. Why? Because that is your own deeds. The rest will leave us. That's why it's good for us to end our life in doing the good deeds. And that will be one sign of a good ending. Following the order to stay home is a good deed. If you need to go for very genuine reason out, you can, but you must be careful. How about the reminder from the authority, what you can and what you should not do when you are outside? In a previously cited hadith reported by Anas radiyallahu anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Innal mu'min iza wudi'a fi qabrihi wa tawalla anhu ashabuhu wa innahu la yasma'u qar'a ni'alihim izan sarafu." Indeed, when a believer is placed in his or her grave and his companion walk away from him, of course we have to go home, even we love him so much, but we have to go down, we have to come back home. He, the one who is been buried, can hear the echo of their footsteps. Now there's a difference between we make them hear and Allah allowed them to hear. There's a lot of difference. We don't want people to use this hadith evidence. Yeah, they can hear them. We can also hear them. We can make them hear us. And we start to teach them even after they are dead. We start to teach them. The Prophet did say, "Laqinu mautakum la ilaha illallah." Teach those who are going to die among you, la ilaha illallah. Brother and sister, don't forget this beautiful kalimah tayyibah. Yeah, the best kalimah, the best words is to say la ilaha illallah wherever you are, brothers and sisters. Your friend, call them, remind them, la ilaha illallah, so that they bear witness there's none worthy to worship except Allah, the only true God, the God of the creator of the world. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, and acknowledge that Prophet Muhammad is the final prophet and messenger of Allah to all of us. Then we are sure to have a good ending. Bara bin Azib. Before I continue the second hadith, I repeat the first hadith. Indeed, when a believer is placed in his or her grave, and his or her companion walk away from him, he can hear the echo of their footsteps. we know we are going to be very lonely. All our friends is gone. But remember, when you want to teach anybody, teach them when they are still alive, not after they die. It's too late. I did make an analogy earlier. If we can make the dead hear us, we can still go to the grave of all our family members who died as a disbeliever and teach them. Oh, my loved one, my father, my uncle, my brother said La ilaha illallah. If they can hear us, we know we can do that. It's too late. Anything, lakinu mautakum la ilah. Teach them when they are still alive. But we apply it wrongly. We teach them after they die. It is not the right place. Al-Barzakh bin Azib, in a long hadith that we have recited earlier, but in some of the saying, the Prophet said, فَإِنَّهُ يَسْمَعُ خَفْقَ نِعَالٍ أَصْحَابِهِ إِذَا وَلَّوْا إِنْدَ مُدْبِرِينَ إِذَا وَلَّوْا عَنْهُ مُدْبِرِينَ. He heard the thumping of his companions' shoes as they walked away from his grave. As we say above in regard to the hadith of the dish of Badr, this is another exception to the general rule. It only applies to the time when the dead person is placed in his grave and the angel come to question him, and may not be generalized to other cases. Not anytime when you go and visit the grave, they still hear you. No. Thus, we reconcile between these hadiths and the general meaning of the above ayah, innaka la tusmi'ul mauta. Remember, Surah 27, verse 80, and number. As understood by Umar ibn Khattab, the second caliph of our Prophet, and the beloved wife of our Prophet, Aisha radiallahu anha, and other companions of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If we want to understand what happened to the Prophet, what he said, what he does, no one can understand the Sunnah of the Prophet better than the companions and the wife, because they are the closest. They are the loyal one, not like us. The people before us is so blessed. And that's why Allah addressed them in Surah At-Tawbah verse 100 as radiyallahu anhum wa radu'an. That Allah is so pleased with all of them because they always please Allah. How do they please Allah? Can we please Allah too? Of course, this title, radiyallahu anhu, was granted to them. Other than the Sahaba, we don't have this title. We have another title, Rahimallah, the mercy of Allah, the love of Allah be upon you. But the first title, radiyallahu anhu, for the companions. But we can even be loved by Allah, but nobody will call us radiyallahu anhu. Because Allah said, وَالسَّابِقُونَ الْأَوَّلُونَ مِنَ الْمُحَاجِرِينَ وَالْأَنصَارِ وَالَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُمْ. The first and foremost believer before all of us The first group is the people of Makkah, the Muhajirin. The second group is the people of Medina, Al-Ansar. These two groups is confirmed in the Quran. Allahu Akbar. With Surah Tawbah. With ayah 100. Allahu Akbar. And those who follow them in the best way. The only thing that qualified them, brothers and sisters, is these are the generation of Sami'na wa Ata'. We hear and we obey. Allahu Akbar. Today, we still hear the verses of Allah, the same ayah, the same saying of the Prophet. But the reaction after that is wa asayna. We don't follow. We don't obey. That is our problem. I believe if we try our level best, Allah help those who help themselves. We hope that this reminder today will open the heart of all of us, to open our ear and our eye, so that when we hear, we try our best to have the right understanding, listen carefully, and we respond with wa'ata. We obey. When we see something happening now around us, we start to feel that this is not just saying, but is true, is happening. You can see in the West today, so many people is making sujood, sajadah, calling God to help us. Because even their leader said nothing that the leader and the government can do except God. He wants the people to be connected to God. But we would like to call all of them, connect yourself to the true God. Because they got false God and got true God. Allah in the Quran said, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنْ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. Indeed, we have sent to all nations, Qawm, a reminder, a messenger, a prophet, to call them to worship the one true God, Allah Rabbul Alameen. That is why we recite Al-Fatiha each time when we start to pray. And the first ayah after Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. That is the first ayah of Surah Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise to the Lord, Allah, Rabbul Alameen. Rabb, the creator, the sustainer of the world. He is not the God of the Arabs, God of the white or the Asian, but Allah said He is Rabbul Alameen. So let us call the true God that the Prophet was sent to remind us. And ni'budallah, be connected to Allah and worship Him alone. What's tanibut taghut, and stay away from all the false gods. It's like the news that we are receiving every day through our handphone, our smartphone. There are many fake news. Don't waste your time. Just listen and entertain and respond to what is true, because any news that comes to us Before you forward, brother and sister, فَتَبَيَّنُوا, the Quran said, you have to make sure. You have to make your own homework. Check. If it's true, you have the right to share. If not, don't waste your time. Clarification is very, very important today. You have to be clear with your mind, your heart, that you cannot be easily been influenced by just hearsay. Brother and sister, in the coming class, with the will of Allah, we will continue on page 189. Page 189, the dead have no influence in this world. Title. And this will strengthen our belief in what Allah said and what the Prophet has shown us. Not to just follow hearsay. What our tradition normally do. Remember again, anything to do with the unseen. Life in the kubur, grave, we don't know. Life in Al-Barzakh, no one knows. But we can only believe and should believe, must believe, when there is authentic. If not, just ignore it. And that will safeguard our iman. Remember what the Prophet always reminds us: when we want to believe in something, we must have knowledge. And when we are seeking knowledge, not just hearsay, opinion, no, that is not knowledge. Knowledge that benefit you is knowledge in what Allah said through His book Al-Quran, and the saying of the Prophet is authentic in his Sunnah. Ma qala Allah wa qala Rasulullah. That is pure knowledge, sure to benefit you, me, and all of us. Other than that, the knowledge cannot benefit you. It corrupts us to believe in something that is not true. And that's why the Prophet always reminds the student of knowledge, when you want to seek knowledge, ask Allah, Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa'. Oh Allah, increase in us knowledge that is true, that is genuine, from the Quran and Sunnah, that will benefit us, and save us from knowledge that do not benefit us, that is just hearsay, opinion, and the knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us from getting the wrong information and understanding about the teaching of Islam. And once again, I'd like to call upon all the people who are following this program. And you can forward what we have shared with you today to your loved one. Don't forget, La ilaha illallah, to bear witness there's none worthy of worship except Allah. For those who are not yet Muslim, to be a Muslim is so easy. You just said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. If anyone who is not yet a Muslim is following this program, you want to qualify yourself as a Muslim, you just can follow me, and later on you can follow up, to register yourself officially, so that if something happened to you, we know how to handle your body according to the Islamic teaching. Just say, Ashhadu ala ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. I repeat, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. The meaning, I bear witness there is none worthy of worship except Allah. And I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. You are a Muslim after reciting this. May Allah guide all of us and protect all of us and reward us from doing what He wants us to do and forgive all our sins. Amin. Ya Rabbul Alamin. Now we open for the second part of our enrichment program, Q&A. Fatafaddal. The first question, Islam teaches us to ask knowledgeable people when we don't know things. In the scenario of COVID-19, as more data is coming in, based on official sources and investigative report or opinion from experts, it seems the world and our country are in the situation caused by not taking stricter early prevention dealing with travelers at the border. As mentioned by the hadith on by medical community and government. Salam to all my Muslim brothers. So what is the limit in trusting in the consultation by the expert for our wellness and others at this time and in the future? Thank you for the question. It's very true, guidance is being given, reminder have been said. Now it's up to us. It's like all the prophet was sent just to remind us. They cannot force us. At the end of the day, we have to make the decision. But like what Allah have reminded us, if you follow, your ending will be good. Good for you and good for others. If you refuse, then you have to wait for the bad thing to happen to you. So I would like to confirm what the brother said. It is true that the authority, they are trying to do their best. In the beginning, people are confused. What should we do? People are not sure what is happening. But when things start to surface more and more, people start to realize that this is a very serious situation. And they're coming up with all the reminder and warning. The Prime Minister have warned us. The King have even called us to be praying, asking Allah for protection. The Minister of Religious Affairs also have reminded us what to do. The doctor, the scientists, the specialists also have reminded us. Remember what Allah said to all the Prophet and Messenger, وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاءُ وَاللَّهُ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ. The responsibility of the messengers and the people who have the knowledge is to tell you, to remind you. The rest is up to you. Allah guide those who seek His guidance. So may Allah Rabbul Alamin make us understand this. Our young one is still having problem, brothers and sisters. Our young one, the teenagers, they are not aware about the danger of all these things. Yeah, alhamdulillah, they are healthy now. But do you want them to be the victim, the affected? Then only you want to stop them from going out. I don't know what happened to the parents. They are still riding bike. We don't even know whether they have license to ride the bikes or not. They are motorbike. It's time for you to pick up the key. Keep the key. Don't let them just go out. Make them understand. Talk to them. We know sometimes teenagers is not easy. They have their own mindset and sometimes they are stubborn. And this is a sign to tell us, you see, what went wrong. Because when in good time, we do not discipline them. And now it's difficult, but it's not too late. Everybody have to play their role. The father, the mother, their brother, their sisters. Everybody have to do something. Because you remember, one, they are affected. And they are not aware of it. And we don't have knowledge. We are not doctors. And this will come back. They will bring home. And we all will be affected. And then who should we blame? Are we going to blame the government? We are to blame the medical, people? No. Please, brothers and sisters. That's why Islamic education starts from young. From young, you should remind them how to be a good son, a good daughter, so that they become a good father in the future, a good husband to their wife, or a good wife to their husband, and a good citizen, a good worker. That's all we want. We want to have good family, good children. May Allah bless the questioner, and may Allah make it easy for all of us to understand and be humble. Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. The second question is, as we all know, the Tabligh cluster has become the center of attention in combating COVID-19 in Malaysia. The discrimination towards Muslims who look like themselves as having beard, wearing long hijab and niqab must take place or already happening. The discrimination towards Muslims who look like themselves as having beard, wearing long hijab for the ladies and niqab might take place or already happening. What is the best way for us to deal with such discrimination? If it is not stopped now, discrimination will continue when more confirmed cases involve other races, religion, and nationalities are revealed. It's not time for us to accuse anyone now. There's no benefit for us to blame anyone. It's time to work together and be positive and try to help each other. What happens already. Lesson learned. I don't think that all these people who are involved in Tabligh are aware about this. It's like us. It's like what happened in Europe, in Italy. I don't think they are aware how dangerous that this virus is. When you don't have the knowledge about something, of course, you don't take it seriously. But it happened. When it happened, as a believer, we said, Qaddarullah wa ma sha'a fa'al. And that's why even the Jamaat Tabligh leader, the Amir, is calling upon those who participate. Come forward. Go to the nearest hospital for a checkup. There is the best that we can do so that they realize that they have a responsibility to themselves, to save themselves and save their family and all of us. So we cannot keep on blaming. There are a lot of other people also were traveling may have brought back this disease. We just heard that people who just came home from overseas and when they go for a checkup, confirm COVID-19 positive. But it's not the end of everything, brother and sister. There's still hope. We just have to work together now. Don't keep on pinpointing others and blame them. No. What is done is done. We have to move forward. That's what Islam taught us. May Allah help those who help themselves. Last question. Is there dalil that Imam Mahdi will receive Bai'ah after an Arab king died, leaving behind three factors fighting for the throne? Yeah, there is a hadith on that. There's a long discussion about the coming, the birth of Mahdi. Inshallah, with the will of Allah, we will talk about that subject in the near future. When we talk about Alamatul Qiyamah al-Kubra, the major sign of the end of the world. The minor signs have appeared, but not all. Where the Prophet did mention to the companion when they were discussing among themselves about the last day, the end of the world. Then the Prophet said to them, the end of the world will not come until 10 major signs appear. We will talk about that subject in the near future, brother and sister. Once again, brother and sister, while we are trying our best to help each other, we know there's a lot of people who also still need our help. Anything that you can do, try to do something for the sake of Allah. Allah will reward you kindly. Our team under SPK, Squad Prihatin, towards the poor and the needy, is still moving. And for those who have been helping us to help them, may Allah reward all of you kindly, increase your health and wealth. And for those who are doing this, wherever you are, keep on with the good spirit. Care and share whatever Allah has given us with our fellow poor and needy. May Allah help those who help themselves and help others. Remember the saying of the Prophet ﷺ, whoever is the burden of another person in this life, Allah will ease our burden here and the hereafter. May Allah accept our prayer. May Allah accept our deeds. May Allah protect our children, our grandchildren, our nation, and the world from further destruction. And may Allah open the heart of those who are not yet a Muslim to come back to Allah and make shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. I bear witness there is none worthy of worship except Allah alone, the true God. And I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam is the last messenger of Allah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Wabillahi taufiqi wa aqil da'wana. Alhamdulillah alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.